It's true. This is not a bit. This is actually happening. This is. This is real. I don't know if you got the go live notification or if you can see that if you're just in chat, but besides the title, the notification says because 10 spots isn't enough to rank the Zelda games. I guess there are too many games. I must say, though, I've seen a lot of these on Twitter, specifically for Zelda in the past week, and none of them are satisfactory. They are all factually incorrect. It's a little upsetting to see that. I had to consult the long lost secret edition of Hyrule Historia. Only 5 copies were ever made, and they're in Japanese, and it has a definitive ranking list there, and I'm just surprised so many people keep getting it wrong. I just don't understand. I guess maybe we'll have to make it. That's why we have to do a stream. We have to make a video about this. This happens all the time. You agree with me, right, Tifa? Yeah. See, Tifa agrees. Definitely agrees. Oh, is it the wrong microphone? Uh-oh.
Well, that's okay. The audio should sound much better now. It's good. We didn't get too far into this. So yeah, this is not a top 10. This is not replacing a top 10. There are still top 10s happening. This is for fun. Just because this is an internet meme that's been going around for like the last 2 weeks, probably longer. Everyone's having fun with this, but I usually don't participate in these. But when I saw like how many Zelda ones were out there, just this is not right. This can't happen. This absolutely cannot happen. I can't stand this. So I need to get some good music here. So we need a little bit of background music. So I'm gonna get a. I just need like a. What Zelda song do you think should I have in the background just as like jolly background music? How about this? Let's try this. Let's see if this works. And let me lower it pretty low. There we go. You need tingle. It can't be too exciting of music, though. I feel like Dragon Roost is a little too upbeat. Cass's theme is pretty good. Maybe I'll go with Cass. 10 hours of Cass playing the accordion. There we go. Don't want it too loud. So can you hear this? This is pretty jolly. This feels good, doesn't it? I feel good about this. Good? Alright, so Kyle streams in under 4 hours. I hope we finish this. I absolutely hope we finish this in 4 hours. Because I thought this was going to be easy. I really thought this was going to be easy. And I spent about 40 minutes rearranging things and still wasn't happy. So, I mean, I don't know where to start. So, let's do this. I don't know if this should be my personal list or if I should try and like legitimately figure out the definitive best the ranking for Zelda games. Like set aside all bias and actually be like you can't have a factual list, but if you could, this would be pretty close to it. So I mean, let's go through the game facts, game FAQs, greatest game of all time poll ranking. Like if we were to go back to the mid 2000s and GameFAQs was putting up a poll and all these games existed and GameFAQs polls were the de facto definitive, just the authority on Zelda opinion, this is what it would look like. This is absolutely what it would look like. It would be... This would be here. Probably followed by... These two would probably be here. These would probably be at the top. It'd probably be this. And it'd probably be this. People would obviously, like... This would be here. People would put this here because they just hate it. What else was at the time? The Oracle games would be placed here because not enough people played them at the time and would just trash talk them because they thought they were like Pokemon games where they were the same game, just two different versions, and misunderstood them. So kind of like the CDI games, people would just bash on them without actually understanding what they were or playing them. What else we got here that was actually out at the time? This would absolutely be here too because it wasn't realistic Zelda, so it'd get placed here because the graphics weren't right. This would get placed here. This would get placed above. Actually, hang on. How do I make? Can I make one above? How do I add a new rank in this? Is there a way to add an extra one or no? How do I add like hype tier? Because this would go up here in like its own little zoom in. Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. How about now? Is that better? I did a zoom in. But is there... Can I add a row above? There we go. Okay. Add a row above. Make it like... Make it green. And we're going to call this... Ah, what? No. Why would you do that? We're going to call it... E3 2004... hype. There we go. There we go. So this... Oh, why is it yellow? Make it like red. There we go. There we go. So... This is what the original list would look like. So it'd just be because everyone just got excited about Twilight Princess. It was super exciting. These two games are just like always considered the best. Link's Awakening was always, these two were always placed here because they're like equally as good games, but they just don't take place in Hyrule and have the Triforce, so they're spin-offs, so they're not as good. You got to give respect to the legacy of Legend of Zelda, so it's got to go here. Again, no one played Oracles at the time. Everyone thought they were Pokemon games. The Wind Waker, people got angry at it, so they just didn't play it and put it here. And people just hate on this, on the Adventure of Link. People just hate on it. They don't know how to play it. It's kind of like when I played Sekiro, and I was bad at it, and I was complaining about it. This is how I feel about people who play Zelda 2. They don't know how to play it. They don't know how to read. They're not good at games, so they just put it down here, and they don't understand it. It's a misunderstood game. I think that's why it's called the Black Sheep of the Zelda series. You can correct me if I'm wrong. This game also just generates a lot of memes, so that's just the correct answer should just be. Very good. I can't spell. Isn't it get? Good. There we go. Jeez, I can't spell today. There we go. Get good memes. There we go. Zoom in even more? Okay, one more. There you go. You get one more. That's as far in as I can go. There we go. Get good memes. No, chat, you have it wrong. It's actually spelt G-E-T space G-O-O-D. That's how you spell get good. I'm sorry. This is how you spell it. You've all been spelling it wrong. Every time I see that, people just spell it wrong. I don't think they get the meme. Like when you spell it wrong, you're actually doing the meme wrong. I'm just telling you the truth. All right, so here we go. This would have been like the OG. This is the classic Zelda tier list right here. I have to relabel these all correct, like... Oscar Caliber. Awesome, but spin-offs. Legacy respect. Can I do a slash? Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. So that's it. That was the original list. This is the classical Zelda ranking list. So that's what you have. So this isn't my list. This in mid 2000s, in the mid 2000s, this was the when Twilight Princess came out. When Twilight Princess came out in 2006, this was the correct list. This was the historically accurate 2006 list. Like, if you went to GameFAQs, this is what the list would be. It's just telling you the truth. So let's redo this. Where's the reset button? So here you go. So this is circa mid 2000s. This, if you did not post this list, if you did not agree with this list, you were considered, you know, to be like edgy, and you're just doing it to be cool or different. And also you were just like an outsider. You weren't correct. Also, you weren't a true Zelda fan if you didn't pick this list. So there you go. All right, let's reset this. So here you go. Take your screenshots. Here's your screenshots. How do you save? I want to save, but you take your screenshots. I'm not going to use this. This is the... So again, I dubbed this the presentation mode. That just changed the color and everything. What else changed? Do you like this better? I'll stick with this. I think it's just light and dark mode, right? Cool. All right. So this is the GameFAQs timeline right here. So let's reset this. All right. So we're back. So that was the GameFAQs timeline right there. So let's do the personal timeline or personal ranking now. All right. So here we go. Personal. This is my personal list. And then after this, we'll try and figure out like the mainstream list. All right. So I think I placed A Link to the Past up here. This is like definitive Zelda right here. It doesn't excuse me. I don't think it gets any better than this. Let's go. We'll go in order here. All right. So I'm assuming this one right here is just 4 swords, not A Link to the Past in 4 swords. It's just 4 swords, because this is like the one that came with the 25th anniversary on your DS, or you got it as the GBA package. So if this is just 4 swords, this isn't even really a Zelda game. This is just an experiment. It goes down here. It's basically randomized dungeons and collect rupees, and it's not fun, and it kind of forces you to play multiplayer. So this is really bad. This game, I actually take offense at this game. You know, Kyle, you know your bad sprite argument? This game has bad sprites. 4 Swords has really bad sprites. This is probably one of the worst looking Zelda games right here. Like, factually is one of the worst looking Zelda games. And you know what, Kyle? In the Hall of Greats, I didn't bring this version of Link to the Past either. Let's forget 4 Swords. This version of Link to the Past is actually offensive to me. They added Link makes noises when he rolls and swings his sword. Oh, he has a roll ability, actually. It's really bad. This is offensive. They redid the sprites and they look really bad and cheap. They added new stuff. They redid puzzles in this. People cried that the Ice Palace was too difficult and they had to make it easier. I didn't agree with that at all. So this version of Link to the Past, I feel like Kyle, this must be the version of A Link to the Past you always refer to when you talk to me about bad sprites. I think you've just been confused. I don't think you've actually played the real version of A Link to the Past. I think you've always just played this like imposter. It's this fraudulent version that's not real. This is like the knockoff A Link to the Past. This is not good. Can we do squad mode with this, Kyle? Can you start streaming and I'll add you to my squad? And you can start commenting on this? Alright, well this was really easy. This was really easy to sort out. The only nice thing about this game's version of Link to the Past is they have a Palace of the Four Sword, or they have a bonus dungeon in here for Link to the Past. I think it's called Palace of the Four Sword. And it's supposed to be like hard, but it's really not hard. No, I don't want to go in release order. I just want to go in the order presented me here. Is this not okay? We got the next one on here. Here we go. A Link Between Worlds. So this game is basically a sequel redo of this game right here. And it has improvements, but this game just owes so much of its DNA to this. I'm okay with games borrowing and involving ideas as long as what they do in the new one is like mostly original. This is a superb, excellent game, but it relies a little too much on A Link to the Past. It's essentially the same world. It basically is like second and third quest of A Link to the Past. So it goes below it. It can't be better than it. Absolutely can't be better than it. Still an amazing game. If you took A Link to the Past and remade it with these visuals, this would if you gave it all the quality of life updates and the visuals of this game of Link Between Worlds, it would elevate this game even higher. It'd be above S tier. That's how I would compare them. Music. Although I gotta say, though, things they do with the music in this game in A Link Between Worlds, so good. Like, this is like, how do I put this in between? There's like, okay, you know what? We can do this. We can do this. Hang on. I can fix this. Add a row below and call it. Well, actually, let me call it that. Oh, no, what happened here? Oh, I renamed that one. Oh, no. Okay, so make this red. We'll call this... sorry. This is perfection. And this is going to move up here, and we're going to call this... So it can't be red, orange. We got to make it another color. Let's make it a purple, a pink here. For pink here, Link. Owes everything to Link to the Past. There we go. There we go. I got it. We don't need to do means. We'll just do this S. We'll do SSS. Or S plus. And we'll just call this S. There you go. There you go. There you go. I think that's good. But yeah, Link Between Worlds, really good. I basically really want another game like A Link Between Worlds, just an original designed overworld though. I just want an original style Zelda game in the vein of A Link Between Worlds. I would really like that. The game in the D tier is Four Swords, the original Four Swords. Alright, so here's a big one. Breath of the Wild. So we have to respect that in the subsequent patches, the frame rate issue no longer exists. So there's no more frame rate problem with that, so it doesn't hold it back. But historically incorrect, people to this day routinely cite that I only gave it not a perfect score because of the frame rate. I even see people who champion me for doing that and being like a good reviewer for not giving it a perfect score. But I kind of get upset and offended by that because it means people I didn't do a good enough. I failed at conveying that the lack of proper dungeons is probably the bigger reason I didn't give this game the perfect score. Also, the what was the other thing I complained about? There was one other small thing I complained about. I forgot now. I forget if it was the something about the music or something else. But the dungeon problem is like my main thing. The traditional dungeons, the 4 Divine Beast dungeons are trash. Like they're throwaway. They're really bad. They're an insult to Zelda dungeons essentially. But the 100+ shrines make up for that shortcoming because the individual shrines have really good puzzles for the most part. I think the problem is you run into too many shrines that kind of offer more of the same, especially the combat ones. It's, hi, there's 3 variations of them, and you come across those a little too often. Like, to make Breath of the Wild better, it needs to have traditional, or better, larger dungeons. I don't think the same thing's gonna work twice. So, but anyway. Oh yeah, Link did not have voice acting, but I don't know if that was really the the story. Some elements of the story were but those are personal gripes. I don't know if I'd hold that against the game's score. Because as is, the story is fine. It just didn't meet my expectations, which is a personal bias. Like that shouldn't hurt the score. It's not like the actual story told was bad in the game, like what we're leading into for the end of Game of Thrones, where genuinely the writing is now bad in Game of Thrones. That wasn't the case here. So I mean, this is a pretty good game. It's an excellent game. It's just when it comes, like, I hope you don't take this as like, oh, you gave it such a high score, why would you put it here? If you give it such a high score and you praise it, and you gave it Game of the Year, I think some of these other games we're going to be placing a bit higher than it. The thing is, the lack of traditional dungeons, I think, ultimately holds back Breath of the Wild from being like, if it had dungeons even as good as, I mean, if it had dungeons on par with Majora's Mask or Ocarina or even, or even Skyward Sword, I think has better dungeons than Breath of the Wild and Wind Waker. If it at least had dungeons on par with those, this would easily be up here. But that hurts it. I think it really hurts it. I think though, my expectations are the sequel to this game is gonna be like up here. It's gonna be like the new King. I feel like if they can improve upon Breath of the Wild and make everyone happy, if they like please both people who like traditional Zelda games and the new style, like this will become the greatest. The sequel to this will become the greatest. But right here, I feel like it goes here for now. At this point in time, it goes here. All right, let's move on. I might come back to this, chat. I might come back to this. I don't know. This might get moved. I might move this up again. I don't know. I feel bad. Like this definitively has the best overworld to explore. It is lacking in a variety in the overworld. I feel like they could have used 1 or 2 more different unique looking areas. Because the majority of it, I mean, they did a good job of like having distinct areas that have their own like climates and like, you know, the terrain varied. You know, you can be in like a flat valley area, you can be in a mountain, you could be in a desert, you could be in the cold, you could be like in a jungle, you could be in a poison forest. But I don't know, Zelda's kind of kept it mostly the same in terms of Hyrule's look. Like I want to see something more fantastical next time. I don't know. Oh, so Kyle tried to interject there, saying it has twice as many areas as Link to the Past. We already said what would happen if A Link to the Past was made with these quality of life. If you took A Link to the Past's core game and reimagined it in Breath of the Wild's open air style, like the story, the objectives and everything, and like reimagine it to be even more open and actually explore this Hyrule with if this was made in Breath of the Wild style, there isn't a ranking on here. This goes to like a different dimension. This would be you'd have to stop playing video games after you played that. There would not be a way to enjoy video games after that. I just don't know how. I would be terrified of that. That would be something the world is not ready for. That is something that is you're meddling with powers you can't possibly comprehend. I think that's actually why Nintendo has decided not to do that. They've actually decided not to do that because they know how dangerous that could be. It actually is a very dangerous power to play with. I'm thinking. Bloodworth has posted a really scary link into chat. I don't know if you should click on that chat. That might be a fake Bloodworth bot. You should be careful about clicking that link. Like blood. Have you heard of Bitly before? You can shorten that down so it doesn't look so scary. That's scary. Okay. I might come back to Breath of the Wild. I feel like we're not done here. I feel like there's more to explore about this. No, the link he posted looked scary. I don't know. I'm not clicking that. I'm not going there. Remember, so for those of you just joining, we already did the GameFAQs middle 2000s ranking. We already did that. That was pretty easy to do. We're now doing my personal ranking. And then after this, we're going to do the definitive ranking. Like the most factually correct as you can get version of this list. Alright, next up, Four Swords Adventures. This game probably has the best sprite work of any of the 2D Zelda games. I mean, it's a GameCube. It's on GameCube. But it does have something that's a little off-putting. It looks like some of the stuff looks layered on top of each other and comes off as a tiny bit, I don't know if I want to say cheap or just breaks the immersion because it just looks out of place at points. But there are points where it does actually look really good. So it's kind of tough in terms of like that. But it's also derivative of A Link to the Past. Like this is the most realized expression of A Link to the Past sprite work. Like if you took A Link to the Past and made it on GameCube, its sprite work would look as good as this because A Link to the Past was held back by the technology. A brand new console in 1991. Like no launch games look the best by the end. Another positive that this version has, Four Swords Adventures has over the original Four Swords, is you actually can play this game by yourself. You don't have to play it with 3 other annoying human beings. You can toggle between each of the 4 links and use and control them manually to solve puzzles, which I like that. You don't have to rely on an elaborate setup that this game did and rely on other, people who are just going to like let you down and make you upset. So those definitely, like it's easily above this. It's hard to be at this tier, so it's definitely better than this. It has really good music. It is level based. So here's the problem. It is level based. It's not a traditional style Zelda game, and I think being level based really hurts this. Really hurts this game. I don't think it's better for that. It also the multiplayer mode is okay. The multiplayer mode's okay, and some of the multiplayer challenge, like the versus mode, and some of the minigame challenges. We also didn't get Tetris trackers, Navi trackers, so we didn't get the first VO'd Zelda game here in North America Only Japan got that. But even though the English version was done, apparently, or work had been done in it, because the English demo for that was playable at an E3 before my time. So I don't know, I kind of think it goes here. I'm not a fan of like what Nintendo's tried to do with multiplayer Zelda. I think it's all been very bad. I've not liked any of their multiplayer ideas thus far. Yes, I know you can do that, but I'm only judging the original release here. We're not going on other editions. Alright. Alright, so this next one's really easy. I don't have to say anything, just goes up here. Like, this is like this is instinctive. It's like when you play the game Memory. You see highest rank in Link's Awakening, you just match them together. Essentially, these are like the two definitive Zelda games. The only reason, like, if there was like an in between perfection, here I'll try and do this. Add row below. If we're really gonna get into the nitty gritty here, I'd call this S plus minus. It's like the closest you can get to here without getting here. So there's only two reasons why this is true. Only two reasons. The screen size is smaller, so a lot of the screens in this game feel a little too claustrophobic compared to slightly more space in A Link to the Past. And the design of screens in Link's Awakening aren't as good as A Link to the Past. This is like the nittiest of the grittiest right here. Like very small. Like if this was like 9.9999999 repeating, this would be 9.999 repeating till like the end of infinity, and then there'd be an 8 at the end. So there we go. I like S plus minus. I think it conveys the confusion and complicated feelings I feel over this game compared to A Link to the Past. Can I do S squared? You know, I don't know if I need to get that granular. See, we want to get away from more decimal point stuff. That's our kind of our creed at not game trailers, at Easy Allies, because we don't want to be like game trailers. So I think in the spirit of being fair and honoring the spirit of Easy Allies, we'll go with this. There we go. I think it's the only way to be fair. But if I were allowed to make like an hour-long video or longer comparing these two games, just know if I were to like actually have to rank just these two games, I will put A Link to the Past above Link's Awakening. Just know that. I just want to make that point crystal clear. Okay. But I mean, this game is so good. It introduced the trading sequence. It didn't introduce. So here's a common mistake, and in fact, I made the mistake in my presentation. In fact, Kyle Bossman and the other allies had a beautiful chance to call me out and get me negative and deduct some points from me, like hurt my chances in the last Hall of Greats. But obviously, you know, they're not as well versed in Zelda. And so they didn't realize I made a technical error in saying that A Link to the Past was the first to have mini-games, which is not true. The truth is, this game right here was the first to have mini-games in the money-making game, in which you walked over 1 of 3 rupees for a chance to win some, or you'd lose it. This mini-game then evolved into the chess game that you can play in A Link to the Past. And I was really shocked that you let me off the hook for that. If you notice, in my definitive edition of that video, the George Lucas version of that Hall of Greats presentation, which is now on youtube.com/easyallies, that line is now stricken from the version and is now explicitly correct. Yeah, Allies missed their chance there. There you go. I mean, Kyle had a wide open window for Kyle Bossman to just like pounce. Like, Kyle could have been like, Damiani, did you know that was not the first Zelda game to have mini games in it? So, Damiani, that means I have to question your credibility. Like, Kyle right now is just like in his head right now. Kyle's like, how do I do a time heist and go back and fix this mistake? But Kyle could have been like, if you got such a trivial, mundane detail incorrect, I must question your memory and your expertise on this subject, Damiani, and thus I call into question your entire presentation and your opinion. So there you go. Sorry, Kyle. I gave you a chance. I'm very sportsmanlike. I gave you a chance. There was a real chance there. At least Kyle didn't activate the full trap card of going after the sprites. I had an essay prepared on rebuking the sprite argument. I was actually going to make a video about it too. And I was going to have interviews from sprite artists, basically testifying that A Link to the Past sprite work for its time was phenomenal. And that the reason you see things differently is probably because you didn't play the game when it originally came out, and you're exposed to so much more modern techniques that it's harder to go back. Like, if you give a young kid an NES game, they will probably call those graphics shit. Because they're like, what is this? I've seen all these new modern 3D graphics. How could I... What is this? What is this Ninja Gaiden? What is this Castlevania? It looks horrible. Even Super Nintendo games. Even like Genesis or Saturn games or the best looking 2D games on PlayStation, they would just be like, those look ugly. Yeah, this isn't Fortnite. Anyway. Link's Awakening does have the best ending of any Zelda game, though. I have to say, though, what's really scary is the new version of Link's Awakening coming out. I am really, really scary. There might be 100 Genesis games that look better than Link to the Past, Kyle, but they didn't come out in 1991. I am scared for the Link's Awakening 2019 version. I am so scared. I am scared. Very scared. I really hope it's not a one-to-one recreation with nothing else, and they charge full price. That's inviting so much backlash. I don't want the legacy of Link's Awakening to be tarnished. I hope it's superb. I hope they have there's something they haven't revealed yet, and it's gonna be amazing. All right. Next up, Majora's Mask. I feel like I'll move my mic away from me. It's right on my... It's too close. That's why it's probably peaking. I feel like on any given day, I go back and forth on this game in terms of whether it's ranked higher or lower than another game we haven't ranked yet. So, at the very least, it's going here. Majora's Mask is probably, like, in the contention for the best 3D Zelda. It is definitely right there. It basically takes what Ocarina of Time does, and it improves upon it, and it's an original world. It's everything in it is original. It does reuse the assets, the like actual models, but it actually crafted a new world, new looking dungeons that look nothing like the previous dungeon. Like this is so A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds. This is not like Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask is like in a whole other class of like this is how you do a follow up because it's a sequel and reusing like reusing stuff from a previous game. This is such a good game, such a good story. This game, until Breath of the Wild came along, this is the game that made the world feel like it was the most alive. I love the time system, not for the time restriction. I sympathize with people who don't like the time restriction. Even when you play the inverse Song of Time and like time's really not a problem anymore, I can still sympathize with people who have anxiety over that. But I love the time mechanic for the fact that NPCs move around on schedule, so it feels like they're not just sitting in one place, just like doing a repeat animation of like, I'm gonna like move my head like this, or I'm gonna bounce up and down just a little bit for a while. So good what they did with this game, and I like absolutely love this. Oh, we need a new track in the background? Okay, let's it's been 37 minutes of cast, so let's go with a different track. I'm gonna fade it out there, and I'll get I'll do Rito Village, because it is Dragon Roost during the day, and it's a bit less bombastic version of it. It's a little smoother, a little more soothing. Oh wait, does Huber actually want to stream something legit right now? I can stop streaming for Huber. Bloodworth called my streaming nonsense right now, so I might have to stop streaming because this is Bloodworth has ruled that this stream is nonsense, so I might have to stop. Blood was not happy. Blood was not happy with my remark about that URL looking strange. He was not pleased with that. Not pleased at all. This sad music right now is just like, is this where we leave this? I feel like this embodies the spirit so perfectly of another Zelda game. We left this ranking unfinished, kind of like something else. I'm kidding. Let's continue. But Majora's Mask is really, 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 really good. And I think it is the game, of all the Zelda games ever made, this game right here provides the best incentive to go do the extra stuff. You wanted to, like, the ending only filled in the blanks. There would be black screens for parts of the ending if you didn't complete side quests, because you didn't resolve those character stories. So like, well, you don't get to see the ending to those character stories. You didn't finish doing it. Like the context, like I don't understand how this game right here is not Kyle Bossman's favorite Zelda game. Like this, I feel like is everything Kyle Bossman loves about games. This is like the Mega Man Legends of Zelda right here. This is like the Mega Man Legends of Zelda. Huber wants me to stop the list because Breath of the Wild is not higher. So Huber, I said I might come back to Breath of the Wild. I think I might not be done with Breath of the Wild. Like, we'll have to think about it. At least S, come on. Here, what if I do this for you, Huber? Hang on. Give you a Huber S. But if you have not played Majora's Mask, please go play it. Go play it. Alright. But I just wanted to clarify this is a Huber S. It's not... I actually don't have a Huber S tier, so I was just doing that to make Huber happy. Thank you, Cell Armor. Look at all those gifted subs. Alright, here we go. The Legacy game. Without this game, video games would be a much different thing today. I argue this in my review, and I know a lot of people said it. I just wish there was a better way beyond words to like give you the experience that make you somehow let you all go back in time and play this game as close to when it came out with that context, and then let you like compare that to Breath of the Wild, because the spirit of this game, as Zelda games move forward from this, they moved further away from this game. There, you go like, well, no, it still has the Triforce, it still has Zelda, it still has Ganon, it has Hyrule, it has like, yes, a lot of the basic tropes are here, but the fundamental like core of this game, A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, and like were even A Link to the Past. Zelda 2 is a way different game. We haven't gotten to that, but even A Link to the Past has more gating off of the ways you can progress, and has a more intended pathway compared to this game. This game, you still can't do anything right away. There are technically things you cannot do at the very start of this game, but it's very, like, it's so small and minuscule compared to what these other games won't let you do at the beginning of the game. Like, I feel like that's so important, and I'm trying to argue that the spirit of this game is like, it's reimagined in Breath of the Wild. Like, Breath of the Wild is like, we took what made Zelda in the original, and we ran with that. And then that's why I love Breath of the Wild so much, for doing that. I just wish even like the concept of like the shrines felt like the labyrinths in Zelda, especially if you watch the cartoon series. Pro tip, you should read the Valiant comics and the cartoons and go look at the artwork from behind in the manual for Zelda. And like, I feel like as much as they're made fun of, those comics and cartoons were instrumental in like helping flesh out the lore and the world building of Zelda. Even though it wasn't canon, it made me think, like, when I saw like this tree stump in a middle of an island or whatever with some bushes, the cartoon and comic made me feel like I was seeing something more than that as a kid. Like, and Breath of the Wild is like, you don't need to use your imagination anymore. We'll show you how it looks like, and it's so good. It's just that the shrines are, I know I'm talking more about Breath of the Wild, the shrines are just, they all have some of the best individual puzzles, but it doesn't quite reach the highs of like some of the best dungeons in Zelda. And I miss that. And in Zelda 1's labyrinths had a little bit more to them than just solving puzzles. In fact, Zelda 1's more about combat than puzzles. The puzzles are pretty much figure out how to get to a spot by progressing through like rooms a certain way. It wasn't like you have to solve something in a room to advance. It was either kill the enemies to open the door, or kill the enemies and push a block and you opened a path or door. So it wasn't, and bombable walls. Yes, that's true. And in walk through walls in the second quest. But nothing on this scale of like, you need to use the mirror shield to reflect lights off of other mirrors, to line them up, to hit something, to break, it's like, it never got that elaborate, obviously because of technology. Why is Kyle Bossman laughing? But Kyle, I haven't actually argued that Zelda 1 is an excellent game, though. Bossman, you didn't let me finish. Kyle jumping to conclusions. We gotta get Kyle that jump to conclusions, Matt. Damiani starts talking about the legacy of Zelda 1. It hasn't addressed the actual quality of Zelda 1 yet, and thus I'm going to assume it's the exact same argument of A Link to the Past. So Zelda 1 has flaws. It definitely has some flaws about it that aren't like this. Like, A Link to the Past does not have those same types of flaws for its time. The game is, while I enjoy it because I know what to do, it is very quite clear that this game does not give you enough information to actually progress through it without screaming and like banging your head against the wall. Almost everyone who played this game went to a strategy guide, or when the internet finally came around, went on the internet and looked up how to do shit in this game. I don't know, or use Nintendo Power or something. You did not beat this game on your own your first time. Like, it has a lot of problems with like giving the player enough information. It was a lot of trial and error and guesswork. It was a problem of a lot of NES games at the time. They just didn't give you enough context on how things worked or what they were supposed to do. Also, yes. There isn't too much. The dungeons themselves aren't that. They start offering more hard. Like they start becoming occupied more difficult enemies. But the design of them, they just get longer. It's not like you see anything new and unique in a dungeon that you hadn't seen before. That wasn't an enemy. There's like very rare instances of that. Also, there is a way to get stuck in this game. If you do not get the lion key, the magical key that gives you infinite keys, if you play this game without finding that item and you go into level 9, you actually can get stuck in 2 different rooms where you cannot escape anymore. You are screwed. You are actually screwed and must hit reset or use the up A or second controller and do die and continue. So it does have real legit problems. It's still very good, and it has great replayability. Once you know what to do in Zelda, it has great replayability. Because I think it's one of the easier. Once you know how to play it, it's one of the easier Zelda games. I think it gets its knock for being difficult when you're not familiar with it. It's not like Zelda 2, where even when you know what to do, this Zelda 2 is like the hardest Zelda game. It's not even close. I mean, this is still harder than most of the Zelda games, but it's not like a hard game. It's not actually a hard game. So I feel like it should go here. I feel like it goes in B. I don't think Takeshi's Challenge is a good game, though. We made it. We made Takeshi's Challenge enjoyable with our group stream and our antics and stuff, and using a guide to beat it. But if we were just to hand you that game, if we were to hand 10 strangers that game and say go play it, I bet you a minimum of 9 of them would come back and say, I'm done with this. What was this? I'm not ranking these games on troll power, though, or troll appeal. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Come on, chat. This is a serious list. Yes, you gotta stop that. What was your earlier message, Bloodworth? Was it something about, you said like the game was designed to have people communicate with each other? That is true. Miyamoto did go on record and say that they designed this game with the intent of people drawing maps, like talking to each other, but the problem was, this is a game that's more, like this style of design, like Souls games, are more thrive better, I feel like, in the internet age. I'm sure there would have been a cult following for those types of games back in the day before the internet, but I feel like they thrive more when the access to talking with other people beyond like your immediate circle of like childhood friends in school is now the world. It feels like, I don't know. I understand and I appreciate what they did with this game, and I really love what they tried to do with this game. But I think it has not aged as well as some of the other 2D Zelda games. I still enjoy playing, like, listen, like, except for this D tier. Let's get, like, everything from B up here everything from B up in the Zelda tier list to me is better than like 99% of every other game out there. Like this B is probably like a 9.5 or higher in the Easy Allies grading scale. Like this is 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, 9.8, 9.9 right here. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind on that. All right, my mic keeps swinging closer to me. I apologize. I'm moving it back again. Oh. This game right here. Ocarina of Time. So I should clarify this. How can I move these over here? I'm not putting it in this rank. Here, let me put it next to these. So I was saying earlier, on any given day, I switch between these two games. Which one is the superior Zelda game? There are some days where I'm like, Majora's Mask is the better 3D Zelda game. There are some days where I'm like, Ocarina of Time is the better 3D Zelda game. I mean, these games are really good. And I don't think that's important. I don't think I need to focus so much on which is the superior one, so much as I'm pretty sure it just goes here. It goes in the same tier. When they're that close and I'm interchanging them, I know the answer. They go in this tier. Chat, I'm gonna cut myself short. I want to move this down here. I don't know why. I feel like I want to bring A Link Between Worlds down a tier now. I don't know why. Like my mind, like something in a voice inside my head said, please move it down a tier. Something in my mind just said, like, I don't know. I feel like it needs to go down a tier. I think it can't be that high. I think that's not right. I feel like this is better. But Ocarina of Time is definitely what I call more traditional structure Zelda than Majora's Mask. It's essentially, Nintendo has a habit of taking, starting with a game and then evolving that game in terms of, like, it's pretty much the same game. They just either remake it with new things on top of it, or it becomes 3D. So essentially, this is what I'm trying to argue. This game goes to this game, which then goes to this game. Like, but even more so than that. Sorry, I'm not moving this down. These two games in my mind are so identical. It's just one is this is a 3D expression of this game. It's just, I just can't. It's more than just surface level things. It's just the pacing of the game. Everything is just so damn similar. And they did it like they did it with Star Fox. Like, Star Fox is the perfect example. Star Fox and Star Fox 64 are essentially the same game. It's just one is like a newer expression of it. I don't know if that's not affecting the ranking. I'm just I wanted to always, I like to say that. I kind of like to say that I feel like Nintendo does that a lot. I just like this world. I like the world of Ocarina of Time. The first time I saw the title screen of this, like the animation, the video that plays behind the logo, I think it was probably the time I was probably the most blown away by a video game. Like, seeing Link riding across Hyrule Field and the music and the logo come up was probably... it was like a powerful moment that just said, yo, this is gonna... Like, I was like, this is gonna be good. This is, like, it was worth the wait. I'm just on the title screen, and this was worth the wait. After all the delays, I am so happy I get to experience this title screen. And then it immediately goes to this scene with, like, Link, or I think it does the the Twin Rover sisters doing the Namburu. They do like the zap on her while Adult Link. I was like, what am I seeing? I was like, why are you spoiling this? Whoa! And it was just like that and one other thing. I was like, okay, that's fine. You had like no context for that scene. You were just like, what is this? This must be so late in the game. What am I looking at? It was so mind-boggling. Really good. So I'm going to include these in the 3D versions. I feel like both 3D versions of these games are superior to their original versions. They just don't have the 3D logos. So assume it's the 3D versions. And let's assume someday we can play those 3D versions on a console as well. Because that would be the definitive version. We need that. We absolutely need that. Yeah, don't forget about Master Quest. Don't sleep on Master Quest. If you think Ocarina of Time is too easy, play Master Quest. I mean, the 3D version of Master Quest is harder than the original Master Quest because they actually upped the damage that you take from things, whereas in the original Master Quest that does not happen. The 3D versions ruin the atmosphere? What is this? I don't know what you're talking about, chat. I'm so taken back by that. Wow. Alright, here we go. The Pokemon Zelda games. I mean, actually good Zelda games. 2 unique original Zelda games that also do not take place in Hyrule. They each have unique stories, unique lands, unique villains, made by Capcom, by Flagship, a now defunct division of Capcom. The person in charge of these games, a little known person, you know, Hidemaru Fujibayashi, you might have heard that name. You know, the person directed Breath of the Wild. You know, they also did this. They did the Minish Cap. They did this game. They also did this game too, Skyward Sword. This one was kind of. I feel like this is everyone has to have a bad game. They have to have a bad game, and then they did this. You know, you gotta have a bad game before you get to the greatness. So here we go. These games. I always do the thing of I feel like these games are not that, they're like okay, and then I'll go replay them and be blown away by how they're actually really good. They're actually really good games. They're not quite as good as Link's Awakening. They're very good. I still feel Link's Awakening is a superior game than them. They are really good games. I love how it continues the tradition in Link's Awakening of going a little bit further with NPC development. They do, like the NPCs you come across, like they're absolutely like great NPCs. I really like the dungeons in this game. Oh, I'm sorry. I place ages personally over seasons because I like the time travel stuff a little bit more, how it affects things, and the puzzles tied to that more than the season stuff. It's really, I mean, the seasons thing is like change a screen between 4 different things eventually, whereas ages is just past and future. But I feel like this impacts the story more, and the story's like, I don't know, I like seeing like the 2 time periods versus this is just the same world. It's just you're changing the seasons, and I don't know, like I feel like this is the stronger one of the 2 for some reason. So I do place them here. I feel like they're very good games. These are very good games. And I feel like if you haven't played them ever or haven't replayed them in a long time, Play them now. They hold up. They absolutely hold up. They're very good. Alright, here we go. Phantom Hourglass. So, when I first played this game, I was really worried about this game. I was really worried about it. And you know what? It was okay when I played it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I had an okay time. I thought I might have even had a good time when I first played through it. You saw me replay through it on Wii U like 2 years ago. A full playthrough. This game has not aged well in the 12 years. It has not aged well, and it actively made me angry. I think Four Swords has an excuse. Four Swords is like a mode, a multiplayer mode of a game, a proper game. And it was like, it feels like it was an afterthought. When they actually properly did a Four Swords Adventures, like a Four Swords game, it did much better. It was better than this. Phantom Hourglass absolutely goes down here. It is one of the worst Zelda games, and like the worst full-fledged Zelda game. It is really bad. This game, you could probably get rid of this game. Delete it from existence, and I would not mind. I know people would be upset about losing Linebeck. It came out around the time where Pirates of the Caribbean was like an all-time high when the sequel came out. The sequels were coming out, so everyone loved Jack Sparrow, and everyone thought Linebeck was like Jack Sparrow, and it was really annoying to hear that comparison in almost every article at the time. It's not. It's not. It's fine if you lose Linebeck. Linebeck's actually not that good of a character. Actually, you know what? Let's have some fun here. Let's add a row below. Let's call this... Let's make this, that won't show up, so we'll make it white, actually. There we go. Thanos snapped. That's where I placed that. Thanos snapped. If I can have Thanos snap out just one game, there you go. Thanos snapped. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's okay. So, yeah. The Temple of the Ocean King, I don't have too much of a problem with it. I had more of a problem when I replayed it. But when I was playing this game a lot, I do remember being excited about the possibility of like reaching the end of the Ocean King without actually full timer, or like there were some fun challenging things that you could like self-impose on yourself about it, but ultimately the design of it wasn't very good. Like, I have to concede the design of the Temple of the Ocean King is not very good. I also was kind of burnt out on the fairy companion trope at this point. Like, Cielo is just... It's like, I've gone through enough fairies. I've gone through Tattle and Tail. I've gone through Navi. I need another fairy companion? It's okay. We can move on from that. Also, the twist with, like, Oshus was kind of... It felt like it was trying to be like Link's Awakening and not a good version of it. Alright. I think I've said enough. Also, like, the ocean is just as boring and empty as it is in the Wind Waker. Though this is more offensive to me because this came after the Wind Waker. I did like the map stuff in this. I'll give it that. I did like drawing on the map and making notes again. I did like that. I actually like that. Alright, this one. Skyward Sword. When I first saw this game revealed at E3, so when they revealed the artwork for this game, I was so hyped. I was stoked. I love that first piece of art with Fi and Link. Absolutely loved that. We didn't know it was Fi at the time, but people were speculating it was the Master Sword. I was like so excited. So excited. And then they showed off the in-game trailer, Link running through like the clouds, and it showed like Wolf Link and like the Wind Waker. It was like, oh, like this is cool. And then he jumps off the cliff, and like I saw the game in action, and it was like getting gut punched. All the air went out of me, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. It hurt. And then I played the game. And it felt so claustrophobic as a game. It was supposed to be this open area, like the world below was supposed to be like, it's like a giant dungeon. None of that came to fruition. I didn't feel like that at any point in this game. I feel like this has the worst overworld of any Zelda game. That has an overworld. Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass don't really, like, I don't count their overworlds. Of any 3D Zelda, here's a good thing. Any 3D Zelda game, this has the worst overworld. Skyloft was a good island. I like that. I like Skyloft. But the rest of the sky was boring as shit. It was worse than the ocean in the Wind Waker. They somehow managed to outdo the Wind Waker's ocean in terms of making a large, vast, empty thing of nothing. I was like, why would you do that? Why would you do this? Why would you do this? No. No. I didn't like that. It's got good dungeons. It's got good bosses. It's got good dungeons and bosses. As far as where dungeons and bosses go, oh yeah, this thing got it. This has got it. Good stuff there. And I was so into that story at first. I really liked what they were doing with that story. And then they did something that ended up being worse than the ending of Twilight Princess. In terms of like the twist. I really did not like their resolution with the Triforce and time travel. Did not like that, and I think it actually invalidated something very important. It's why I actually don't like time traveling stories that like they're very hard to do. And this is like people will like criticize points about it till the end of time because like, well, why didn't this happen? You know, this game doesn't explain its time travel rules and it doesn't adhere to them. I feel like, and as such, there's a major plot point involving that, and I think it is bullshit. I think it's bullshit, and it absolutely like just wrecked me. I was like, this story just explode. They just season 8 Game of Thrones this. They just season 8 Game of Thrones this storyline. I'm so hard out right now when that moment came. And you know what? Because of that, all those problems, it's going here. It's going in the B tier. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oops, you're gonna get so angry at me. I'm sorry. That was wrong. It's going here. I'm sorry. I put it too high. It's going there. Whoops. I trolled my stuff. I always meant for it to go here. I just clicked the wrong spot. Whoops. It's here. It's here. It's C tier. It is the worst 3D Zelda game in my opinion. It is absolutely the worst 3D Zelda game in my opinion. And it is in the lower tier of Zelda games for me. Yeah. Definitely goes down there. What if I go back and change this? I'll have to think about it. I gotta think about Breath of the Wild. I gotta think about Skyward Sword again a little bit. I'll come back to these. I want to move on just a little bit. This one's easy. This goes here. Spirit Tracks. It's better than Phantom Hourglass. It addresses some of the problems. I still hate how there's no traditional overworld. Trains were more fun to play with though than the boat. I'll give it that. better music, good music, a better story. I like that. I did not like the flute thing with the blowing. It never worked very well. Sometimes it worked well, and sometimes it just sucked and didn't work at all. It was very frustrating. But it's definitely better than Phantom Hourglass. Like, it goes above Phantom Hourglass. Alright, you want new music? Okay, I'll give you new music. There we go. The Minish Cap. A very beautiful looking 2D Zelda game. I mean, this and Four Swords are like the pinnacle of visuals. I even think maybe actually Minish Cap might actually have maybe, I don't know, it's on GBA, so I think there's, I don't know. I'll have to look at them side by side, but this is also like a pinnacle of Zelda sprite work. Very good. It has a very beautiful world. It is a very good looking game, and I do like the story of this game. I liked the narrative of this. I liked how it felt like Hyrule was a little bit more developed in this game. So narratively, it has a lot going for it. Unfortunately, this is the most linear Zelda game I can think of besides Skyward Sword. And maybe the Four Swords games, which are literally like level based. It's definitely on the more linear end. You absolutely have to go where they want you to go. You can't go explore Hyrule in this game. The zones are locked out, like whole areas. You can go to like one new area at a time, and it kind of stinks. It does not feel like you explore in this game very much. But it comes at the cost of being more story driven, I feel like. So that was not a great trade-off. The cost of these good sprites is hit detection. The game's collision detection with its sword work is very, very iffy. You will swing a sword twice in a row in the same spot. You can swing a sword in the same spot twice, not like rapidly, but like, because it's not iframe stuff. You will like connect on one time, and you will whiff on the other, and it's just like, I didn't move. The enemy didn't move. They weren't in iframes. What? There is like things will hit you when you're not actually next, like your sprite is not making contact with it, but like the hitboxes in this game are weird. I don't think they did enough finessing of the hitboxes in this game, and it was very noticeable, and it was quite annoying actually. I like the Kinstone stuff in this game. I really like the Kinstone stuff. Kinstone stuff was really good. I do like the going back and forth between the mini and the regular size world. I liked most of the dungeons. Some of the dungeons I didn't like. I liked a decent amount of them. I like the. You know what? I think it goes here. I think it has to go here. I think that feels right. Also like Vaati as a villain. Vaati is a pretty good villain. I don't like Vaati's resolution though in this game. This is kind of bullshit what they do to Vaati in this game. But in the Minish Cap, very good. If you don't know, the Minish Cap is at the beginning of this 3-game arc. It's this game, then Four Sword, and then Four Sword Adventures. This game has barely any story though, so don't really. You can like, you outright can skip Four Sword. You don't need to play Four Swords. All right, now the game we're listening to music for. This is the game on the list that arguably suffers the most from not being completely finished. They had to like wrap it up and release it. And of all the other games on this list, they all feel like they're actually complete. They didn't feel like they were lacking anything, honestly. This game does. As much as they've tried to address the Triforce quest, it is probably the worst segment of any individual Zelda game. Like design-wise, it's really bad. They didn't even turn it in, they could have actually done more with it and not needed dungeons for it. They actually could have done a little bit more to make it more involved and not just like go get rupees, find a map, translate it, go get the piece, the end. After you translate, like it was obviously that they needed to, they padded it out. It was not good. However, this game visually holds up the best of any game on this list. It probably has the most timeless visual style. It proved everyone wrong. Everyone who whined about this game in the beginning ended up being wrong about it. I'm talking about, by the way, this is the OG version. We're not talking about the abomination that is the Wind Waker HD. That completely ruins the aesthetic of this game. Wind Waker HD can go jump out a window, throw itself into the ocean, and do us all a favor. We're just talking about OG the Wind Waker right here. This was the real art style. This is the timeless looking one right here. This one. The HD one is not timeless by any means. Get that out of here. Like, go play this on like Dolphin or something and like in HD and play the real Wind Waker HD, please. Don't play the fake one, the overpriced fake one. This game has excellent music. Excellent music. This game has the best individual story of any Zelda game. This game has the most payoff for having played a previous Zelda game and respects continuity the most of any Zelda game, other than the direct sequel games, but even those don't give you as much reward for having actually played its predecessor. This game single-handedly makes you feel like you were playing a sequel that embraced a game that came before it and did not shy away from talking about it. And I absolutely love that about this game. The ocean in this game is trash. It is boring, bland, you can't even go underwater. It's too big, with nothing in it. But when you get to the islands are pretty good. But they need more islands. It needed more islands. It needed more density. I think that would have helped alleviate that. Definitely would have helped alleviate the problem if they made more islands somehow, or more things per quadrant to do, like more like land masses in each quadrant. I think it would have helped it. I think it would. This game has pretty good dungeons. This game also does something that no other Zelda game does except Majora's Mask. And even Majora's Mask doesn't do it to the extent of this game. Majora's Mask was the first Zelda game to introduce a cooperative dungeon segment in an optional portion where you and Cafe have to go through Seikon's hideout if you get that far, which you toggle between controlling Link and Cafe, sorry. That concept is expanded upon in The Wind Waker, in which you can play as both Link and a companion. And I wish that would come back. You do get to play sidekicks in Breath of the Wild a little bit, but like it's not like you both go through a dungeon. They like assist you. They assist you in sequences in Breath of the Wild, but they don't actually come with you in the dungeon and fight with you. So Medley and Makar playing alongside you, having unique mechanics. I love that. I want more of that. It has not come back since, and I don't understand why. Dragon Roost Island's music is really good. If there was a tier between these two is where it would go. But I, in good conscience, can't put this in the same tier as Breath of the Wild. So I feel like Breath of the Wild, by very definition, takes all the flaws of this game and addresses them. Even by the creator's own admission, that was the goal of this game, was not only to recapture the feeling of this game, but to truly, fully realize the vision of this game. And thus, combining these two concepts into one and fusing them. Fusion, ha! You got Breath of the Wild. There you go. They don't have Triforce Heroes on this list, and I'm cool with that, because Triforce Heroes isn't a real Zelda game. I mean, I don't know why they put 4 Swords on this list, too. Like, might as well take that and Triforce Heroes and put them on a Nintendo spin-offs list. But if Triforce Heroes was on here, I'd put it down here. I hated that game. It was like, I hated Triforce Heroes. Oh, I did not like that game. Maybe not. It's not as bad as these two. Triforce Heroes would go here in the C tier. I can't... It did do a better job than these two games. It absolutely is better than these two. It goes here. Triforce Heroes would go here. They also don't have Hyrule Warriors on this list. They don't have the CDI Zelda games. They don't have Link's crossbow training. There's a lot of Zelda games that are on this list. Alright, here we go. Twilight Princess. Another good story. Probably right there along the Wind Waker. Only problem is the ending of this game. Well, the finale was shit because the plot twist was unearned. You want to talk about unearned, Game of Thrones fans? Ganon showing up at the end of this and being the main villain was unearned. Unearned. That's the definition of unearned, is this right here. However, the actual ending, what happens after that, is really freaking emotional. Like, most emotional ending, like that part, ranks right here with Link's Awakening in terms of, like, I was sad that this game is over. Pretty good dungeons. A lot of dungeons. Really bad opening. I love Orden Village, but man, what you have to do to get out of there kind of sucks. So, like Skyward Sword, it has a pretty rough opening. The graphics have not aged very well for this game. It is probably now one of the uglier looking Zelda games. The game that needed the most effort with their HD update wasn't the Wind Waker. It was this game. This game needed the amount of love and effort they supposedly put into the Wind Waker HD should have gone to this. This is the one that needed an overhaul and a makeover. Like, doing a whole new aesthetic would have helped this game. They picked the wrong Zelda game to do this. The overworld of the Hyrule Field is just as boring and bland as the ocean in the Wind Waker. Except it's smaller, so it doesn't take forever to get across it. But this game also has a boring overworld. Except Ocarina's overworld came out way before the time when 3D games were new. So at the time, it was a little bit more excusable for this. Also, Ocarina of Time's overworld is actually pretty small. The Hyrule Field is tiny by today's standards. It doesn't take that long to get across it, so it's not that annoying. This thing is annoying even by today's standards. I dread the Hyrule Field segments in Twilight Princess. I wish I could skip them. I wish I'd just cut them out of the game. I don't like how this game dances around its continuity and introduces brand new things that we've never seen come up again, which is one of the more annoying things I hate when a Zelda game does that. when a Zelda game will introduce a radical new cool thing, and then we never hear about it again. As cool as some of the items are in this game, they don't have many uses. The spinner, for example, outside of the two like handful of dungeons using it, doesn't do anything. Oh, the overworld, there's a few spots you can use it. Well, it was underutilized. The double claw shot was really cool, though. I like that. The bosses in this game are a joke. This is one of the easier Zelda games. I think the Wind Waker was harder than this game. I actually think the Wind Waker is harder than Twilight Princess. Oh, the boss battle was fantastic. Like the set pieces for for Twilight Princess are phenomenal. So it does a lot of things right, but it also, I don't really like Wolf Link. The whole thing about smelling and following a trail got old after the second time. It didn't really do much else beyond that, and it got kind of boring. I don't like the look of the NPCs in this game. They look weird to me. I don't like the more realistic look. They didn't do a good job of it. No other Zelda game has more depth to its combat. Okay. You're talking about all those moves you learned that you never really have to use to beat the game. You're talking about the Hero Shade moves? You don't really use them. I mean, you can, but you don't have to. They're optional. Why aren't they put in there? And like, why does the game do more to incentivize you to use them? Please don't talk about like, oh, I've beaten the game 10 times and I can tell you. I'm talking about like your first playthrough. What does this game really do to push you to use them? That's a flaw. And a lot of the shit you're even talking about is in this game right next to it. What are you talking about? The Wind Waker was the first to expand and really elaborate, further develop the combat system. Come on. No. No, all the real meaningful things came from the Wind Waker. What? It builds off of it, but like the things it builds off of are the ones I'm complaining about. That you don't really need to use. No. No, I don't think so. I don't agree with that. Also, Twilight Princess's combat feels very stiff. It feels stiff and clunky compared to the Wind Waker. The Wind Waker combat actually felt pretty good. So Skyward Sword's the worst. Skyward Sword has the worst combat. This Skyward Sword's where it is because it's where it is. I like Breath of the Wild's combat more. You know what I'm gonna do, chat? These games are mirror opposites of each other. If they could have taken these two games and taken the best of both of these two games and made if they make another traditional 3D Zelda game, it needs to be a fusion of the best elements of these two games right here. Forget Skyward Sword. That was a failure. That was not it. If they take a fusion of the best two parts of these games and make a real third 3D traditional Zelda game, that would be so good. Why are you thinking this is a troll? That hurts. What, you want it up here? Is this where you want it, chat? Is that where you want your Twilight Princess? Is that where you want it? You know what? If that okay, if this is happening, chat, if this is happening right here, then this is happening. There, we're there. Take that. Take that. Take that. That's what's happening. In order for Twilight Princess to get up, Breath of the Wild has to go. Because this game is nowhere near as good as this one. Like, the gap between that 9.5 and that 9.9 is like, it's like an unfathomable amount of distance in Zelda terms. In like the universe of Zelda, that's like an eternity. Even though these two games are like superior than so many other games out there, the difference between them is like, we're talking like anime power levels. Like, here's like, it's that moment where like Ichigo's father in Bleach tells him, you're the only one who actually can sense how much more powerful Aizen is than you. No one else can even tell how powerful he is because they don't recoil in fear at him when they sense him. This is like Ichigo at the beginning, and this is Aizen. And then eventually Ichigo trains and he becomes this. We got one more game left, chat. How does that not make any sense? That makes perfect sense, that anime reference. What are you talking about? Ichigo was the only one near Aizen's power level. Pre-little mini time skip when he trains with his dad. It's Aizen, Ichigo, and then everyone else is like below Ichigo. And then Ichigo trains with Daddy and gets above Aizen. So like, if this is Ichigo and that's Aizen, and then Ichigo trains, Ichigo becomes this higher than Aizen. What the hell? That was like the most. How's that metaphor not make sense? What? I actually need someone to explain how it doesn't make sense. Maybe I'll get better at making comparisons if you explain that. Aizen's power is not supposed to make sense. Oh gosh, here we go. I opened up the door, didn't I? I'm gonna close that door right now. Don't tell me. Let's just move on. I don't want that door to move on. I don't want that door to stay open. I'm locking away with the C word. It's in a vault. I put it in the vault and I locked it. Can't come back out. That's your punishment. I also put the C word in the vault as punishment. Yes. Alright, here we go. The second letter after C is H. For those people who don't know what that is. It's a 4-letter word. It starts with C and H. Alright, we got this game here. The Adventure of Link. A very misunderstood game. I actually don't understand how people who like Souls games don't like The Adventure of Link. Probably because it's 2D and it's old. But if like when I played Bloodborne, I was like, man, Bloodborne, Dark Souls is like, wow, this feels like someone actually tried to make a 3D Link's Adventure of Link. I mean, not literally like 1-to-1, but I was like, I can imagine Adventure of Link being like this type of game if it was ever remade in 3D. This is fantastic. Because people like to compare Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden and old NES games to Souls, but those are all level-based. Zelda 2 is like open. It's a world with dungeon. Like it's continuous, so it has that going for it too. And it's this weird thing of being an RPG, but not quite just an RPG. It definitely doesn't feel like a Zelda game. It feels like something else. There has been no game like this. There is no other Zelda game like Zelda 2 on this list. It is unique. It is in the game and most in need of a remake or a remaster. This game needs love. Where I need Way Forward or Yacht Club Games or Inti Creates or somebody who specializes in 2D games nowadays to make me that new Adventure of Link. Please, I need it. It still it has some more clues in it to kind of help you out. But it still suffers a bit from the same problem as Zelda 1. Not quite to the extent of Zelda 1, but the whole early NES day problem of things are a little too ambiguous. Just trying to say ambiguity instead of ambiguous. A little too ambiguous for its own good. It is the most difficult Zelda game. So for people who complain that things are too easy, I mean, difficulty puts it up here because, you know, obviously harder games are more real games for real gamers, and that's very important. It has RPG elements. You can actually choose how you like level up Link. Do you want to press magic, health, or your attack power? That's pretty unique. I like that. I kind of like that because you can kind of choose your progression path in terms of like your character's skill based on like if you skew heavy like attack upgrades, you're a glass cannon essentially. Like you're gonna die in a few hits, but you will wreck shit. You can go the balanced route, and you know you go balanced route. You can go heavy magic where you can cheese stuff. You know, but like if you mess up, you're like screwed if you don't know what you're doing. Or you can go the safe route. You go heavy like HP, so like you don't have to be so scared about the game. I kind of like that. Hang on, let me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How do I put it back down here? It's not going in D. Sorry. Give me a sec. I'll change the music. What should be our final song, chat? What should be our final song? I'm not putting it in D. Don't worry. I just gotta change the song. I know. Yes, that's a good one, chat. I like that. I like that. I want a song that conveys the dark, brooding feeling going through me as we come to the conclusion of this. I feel like it should go here. It's not as bad as these games. It's not as bad as these. I kind of want to put it up here. I kind of want to put it in A, but so many people want to like destroy me if I do that. I don't want to feel threatened. I think I should keep it here. But did you notice something, chat? Look at this list. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Look at that. Distribution. Most of the games are in the middle. There you go. The extremes have fewer. But we're not done yet. We might have some changes. What if I did this, chat? Just go with me on this. What if I did that? I don't feel good about that, chat. I don't feel good. I feel like that's betraying. That's betraying myself. I feel like this is the real list. You feel like Twilight Princess is too high. I mean, I know what you want. When we get to the final list, I know what you want. You want this. You want that. What if we did this, chat? No, I'm kidding. I mean, I gotta be honest though, chat. Like, I don't put the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess in the same tier. Like, if we're going truthful here, I feel like, I mean, this is my list. This is my list. This is my list. You know what, chat? I don't think this is right. Hang on. There's some things here I feel like I need to adjust. Yeah, like, no, now you're right, chat. I'm getting into like ranking them. Like, I'm getting into like ranking them. That's not what I should be doing. You're right, chat. Like, now I was turning into like an individual. That was my mentality was going towards an individual list, which is not what we're doing here. That's not the purpose of this. There you go. So that's right. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'll just end up with a list. All right, here we go, chat. You got this? You got your screenshots? Because we got one last one to do. We got to do the definitive list. No, I can go back in the archive and look at this. All right, here we go. This is the definitive list of how the world thinks Zelda games are. There you go. That's how the world views the Zelda series. Put Majora's Mask up here. Alright, I gotta listen to you, chat. Just because it's not my list. Skyward Sword is definitely lower. Okay. I thought people loved Skyward Sword. Okay. Oh, so Breath of the Wild is here? I don't know. It has, like, universal acclaim. I guess, like, hardcore traditional Zelda fans don't like it as much, so maybe it goes here. I don't know. I feel like the world loves this game, though. I think it goes here. I don't think I think it's a minority of people who hate this game. You do think Twilight Princess is higher? Move Zelda 1 up a tier? So let's slow down. Let's start here. Let's go in order. Wind Waker, everywhere I go nowadays, in 2019, if you say anything negative about the Wind Waker, you're like crucified for it. Like, you have to love and worship this game. This has to be put on a pedestal. Like, Wind Waker is like the pinnacle of traditional Zelda games to almost like everywhere I go. It's like people were so wrong about it back in the day. Now you see how great it is. You have to love it. You see, it proved everyone wrong. Everyone was wrong who didn't like it back in the day. Ocarina of Time is up here because everyone like loves it and will never question it. But you know, there's like a secret faction of people who think it should be like down here, who are like, it's a mediocre game that just like gets blown out of proportion and stuff. But like publicly, they'll acknowledge it's like the greatest game. Breath of the Wild got all those Game of the Year awards, so it has to stay here. Game of the Generation. People just proclaiming it Game of the Generation the week it came out. You also cannot dislike Majora's Mask at all, or you're a bad person as well. Do you actually want me to do the Metacritic list? What actually is it right now? Hang on. Can I, like, get Zelda-only games on here? Or game rankings. Sorry, game rankings. Game rankings would have it. Alright, search Zelda. Alright, according to game rankings. So anything, we'll do 95 and above in S. We'll do between 90... So Breath of the Wild is definitely up here. It's got a 97. Ocarina of Time got a 97. Majora's Mask has a 91, so Majora's Mask may have to come down one. Twilight Princess got a 94, so it should be here. Oh no, why? A Link to the Past is a 92. No, it goes here. The Wind Waker only a 94. Uh-oh, I think it's gotta get bumped down one. Skyward Sword, 93, so it goes up here. A Link Between Worlds is here. It's at a 90, so it's a little too. That's like low. Oh dear, Twilight Princess definitely is. Oh wow, Twilight Princess is 95. It does go up here. Okay. The GameCube version. Spirit Tracks. Yeah, that's right. This is like the 90. This is 91 and 95. 95 or above. This is the high 80s, so yeah, that's right. 87 for Spirit Tracks. Oh, the Minish Cap has a 90. Gotta move it up one. Ooh, Oracle of Ages is a 92. Okay. And Seasons. Gotta knock it up. Link's Awakening for Game Boy. An 89. We gotta move it down. I'm sorry. It says 89 right here. Four Swords Adventures 84, so it's below 85, so it's in the right spot. Okay. Yo, Zelda 2: The Adventure Link's got like a 68 for its Game Boy Advance version, so yeah, it's down there. This Link to the Past 4 Sword on here? Don't think it's on here. You know, all-time best, any platform, Game Boy Advance. I mean, they rated it on both games, I guess, because A Link to the Past Game Boy Advance has a 91. Let me go to DS. Maybe people ranked Zelda on DS. Alright, Phantom Hourglass has an 88, so it's in the right spot as well. Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass are in the right spot. Did anyone do Four Swords? Why is Spirit Tracks ranked lower than Phantom Hourglass on game rankings? Who are these mad crazy people? I highly disapprove of that. Oh, it's probably because Four Swords was free and no one wanted to review a free game. It's probably why it's got no reviews. Let me see if there is a Four Swords. Four Swords. Oh no, sorry, the anniversary edition of Four Swords has an 85. It's got to get bumped up. There we go. That is the official game rankings. So here we go. So let me explain what this is. Oh, well, I did that. Wrong. I did that backwards. Sorry. Wrong way. Sorry. Got backwards. I guess I could do that. I can do that. Alright, here. Let's do this. So Twilight Princess on GameCube. Oh yeah, I think I got this right. Yeah, you're right. There you go. Hang on, did I do these wrong? Hang on. I might have done these wrong. Hang on. One sec. I might have done the categories wrong. One sec. Alright, 97 for Breath of the Wild, 97 for Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask had a 91%. Oh yeah, I think I got these wrong. Hang on. What did... Okay, I got these wrong. Hang on. One sec. So I think it's supposed to be... Hang on. This is actually what it's supposed to be. It's 95% or higher. This is... Jeez, why does it do this? I hate this shit. Let me find a link between worlds. Oh, wait, why did it do it on this page? Hang on. I got it. I think I know what I was doing in my head. Hang on. Gotcha. Alright, I think now this is correct. So the thing is, Link's Awakening DX has a 91, but Link's Awakening has an 89. So what do you think I should do with that? Oh wait, no. Sorry, it would have gone down to here, so it goes here. I'm sorry. Go with the highest ranked version of any of them. Okay. So the highest rank for Breath of the Wild is the Wii U version at 97.4. Ocarina of Time on N64 is 97.54%. Majora's Mask, the highest version is the N64 version. It has a 91.95, so it actually comes down here. The Wind Waker has a 94.43%. Skyward Sword has a 93.15, just barely qualifying. A Link Between Worlds has a 90.55%. Twilight Princess is at a 95%, so actually for GameCube. So it goes here. Phantom Hourglass has an 88%, so it's in the right place. Spirit Tracks has 87. The Minish Cap has 90.36%. Four Swords. The DS version of Four Swords had like 89. The Wind Waker HD had a 91, but we're going with the higher version. Oracle of Ages 92.2. Oracle of Seasons 91.37. Triforce Heroes is a 72, so it'd be down here. It's like one of the lower rank ones. Yeah, Four Swords Anniversary was an 85, so it just made it. 0.4. Four Swords Adventures is an 84.51, just missed a cut. There's only the Game Boy Advance version of The Legend of Zelda, and it's at a 68.8%. Where was the Game Boy Advance Legend of Zelda then? Where's this Legend of Zelda? Oh shit. Well, I mean, I don't know the highest version, so I mean, going by that mentality, this is also down here. If you go by the Game Boy Advance Classics, I don't see. Let me go. Are there NES games on here that have been rated? Hang on. Oh, okay. Where's Nintendo Entertainment System? Yo, they don't do NES on here. What is this shit? Would it be under Wii maybe for Virtual Console? Nope. Yes, I don't know about what to do about Zelda 2 and The Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I don't know what to do. But yeah, the CDI games and the Triforce Heroes would also be down here. Oh, what did Link's crossbow training get? Hang on. Link's crossbow training got a 69, so it'd be down here too. So Link's crossbow training, the CDI Zeldas would go down here, and Triforce Heroes would go down here. This actually would be the biggest pool of Zelda games. Oh, what did Tingle's... Here, let's get the Tingle games. I'm sorry. Oh, do they not have them? Really? There are no Tingle? You don't have Tingle on here. Okay, all platforms Tingle. It's on DS. Did no one do reviews of these? Freshly picked? Come on. There we go. Freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land, 65. So it'd also gone down here. We don't have the other Tingle game and the balloon thing for Tingle. So yeah, there'd be the majority of the offshoot Zelda game. Hyrule Warriors would be down here as well. There you go. So that is the Game Rankings official list. All right, chat. I'm going to do one last thing for you. I'm going to make your dreams come true. Let's take a snapshot of this. This is the Game Rankings list. Pretty balanced. Oh, it would not be balanced if we had all the shoot-offs, but yeah, it looks like a Space Invader thing. Yeah. All right, here we go. How do I add more options? Chat, how do you add more poll options to straw poll? There's only 3. I want more. Oh, there we go. You just keep adding. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Ready? This is what I'm going to do, chat. You ready for this? There you go. First poll. A link to the past. Give it its letter rating. And then I will do a timer. I'm going to give you all 60 seconds. I'm going to wait 60 seconds. Starting... Sorry. This one's getting more in 60 seconds, but it's okay. But there we go. I started a timer. You got 60 seconds. Or my phone battery dies. It's at 19% chat, so you gotta make this... Might have to go faster. Oh, how do I view the results? There you go. Alright, we have 16 total votes. That's it, 16 votes. 16 of you have voted in this. This is not a very definitive list. I might have to cancel this idea. I don't like if we're not getting that many votes. I refreshed. There's only 16 votes. Oh, 18 votes. There we go. 19 votes. Again, here's the link. Yeah, repeat the URL. You got 5, 4. Time's almost up. All right. I refreshed one last time. And with 52.38% of the vote, it's S rank, A Link to the Past. All right. Next up. Next poll is for What do you mean straw poll me? What's that? Oh, I'll use this one. Okay, I'll use this one. Okay. Sorry. I'll use this one instead. Okay, I gotcha. Thank you. Sorry. There you go. And you got 60 seconds. Go. Oh, yeah, this is getting way more votes now. Yeah, I guess that fake site, people are scared of it or something. Okay. I love this real-time update. So I see 67 votes, 68, no, 70. Wow, this is going. All right, we're at 70 votes, slowing down. 73 votes. We got 30 seconds left, and we just hit 80 votes. It has Twitch chat integration. Where is that? Do I have to go into my Twitch thing and the add-ons enable that? Links are good for now. I'll redo a link to the past. All right, we got 3, 2, 1. With 45% of the vote, it's a D for 4 swords. All right, I will redo a link to the past for you real quick. All right, here is a link to the past and starting your timer now. Actually, I got to reset that, and there we go. Almost there, 10 seconds. All right. So a link to the past with 51% of the vote, 52% of the votes. Sorry, it's refreshed. It was 51% of the votes before I refreshed. Sorry. 51% of the votes, S. All right, next up. A Link Between Worlds, go. Oh, I need to pay attention. It's ranking them by percent. Chat. Did Link to the Past actually get S? I'm sorry. Was anyone viewing the results for Link to the Past? Did it actually get S? Okay, good. I have a short-term memory. Thank you. Alright, this one's pretty much spoken for. We got 10 seconds left now. 10 seconds. All right, with 59% of the, 60% of the vote, right as the buzzer went off. 60%, A Link Between Worlds, A rank. All right. And now 1 minute begins for Breath of the Wild. It is fun to watch these in real time. I finally saw a C vote. You're so precious, C vote person. All right, 3, 2, 1. With 58% of the vote, Breath of the Wild. S. S. All right, let me switch songs for you. Sorry. All right, next up, Four Swords Adventures, go. This is from the Wind Waker. All right, we got 10 more seconds. 5. Just up my water bottle cap, and at the buzzard with 50% of the vote, Four Swords Adventures, a C. Next up, you got 1 minute to vote on Link's Awakening. You cruel monster who voted D. All right, we got 10 more seconds. This might be our closest vote yet. I'm sailing the ocean, I'm sailing the ocean. There we go, with 43% of the vote, Link's Awakening is an S. I'm really curious about this next one. All right, now it's time. Majora's Mask. Whoa, this might be our closest one yet, chat. With 30 seconds to go, it is neck and neck. Woo! This needed to be live streamed. The results. Don would be happy with this race. It's gonna be down to the wire. A photo finish with 10 seconds. Keep going. It is at a dead tie right now. Next vote decides it. It is a dead tie. The next vote that goes for... Okay, it's done. We're done. With 42% of the vote, Majora's Mask is an S. I have no control over this. Alright, here we go. Ready? Next up, The Legend of Zelda NES. 1 minute. Alright, this one's pretty runaway. Not close, this one. We got 10 seconds. Close it out. And at the buzzer, with 40% of the vote, The Legend of Zelda is a B. Next up, you have 1 minute for Ocarina of Time. And then I got a fun poll after this one. We're going to have an intermission. Woohoo! Look at this one! Oh, wait. Okay, I think it's starting to space out. It was close there for a few seconds. Really close. But I think it's starting to come into focus now. Oh no, it's starting to get a little close. 30 seconds. And the gap is closing. Oh no, it's kind of holding now. We got 10 seconds left. I think it's gonna. The result's gonna hold at this point. All right. With 51% of the vote, Ocarina of Time is an S. All right. So before we go to the next game, we're gonna do an intermission thing right here. All right. Alright, here's your fun one, chat. While we're waiting, you got 1 minute for this one. Actually, wait, chat, stop. Don't do that one. Let me fix it real quick. 1 sec. I forgot one thing. It's gonna be the same thing. But I need to add one more option. I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec. Ignore that one. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Here's the real one. Ready, chat? You ready? Here we go. That's the real one. There you go, chat. There you go. That's the fun one. Go ahead. This is hilarious. Love this. So I will say them out loud. So the way I say it is Ocarina. Then there's Ocarina. Ocarina. So Ocarina. 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 Or Ocarina. So it's either Aka or Aka. And then either Rina or Rina. For those variations. For anyone who did other, I want you to type your others. Alright, that's time. Time is up. Alright, so majority of people pronounce it my way. And then Ocarina. So it's basically my way with O or my way with A at the front. And then some of you do Aka. No one does Ocarina. Okay. I want an other. Someone type out an other. Ocarina. Okay. Ocarina? What's Ocarina? Katana. Okay. Ocarina? No. No. That's... Wait, what? How do you get that? Ocarina? What? How do you get that? What? I don't believe that. I feel like I'm being trolled on that one. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on to the next game. I get a lot of people who get angry. Not angry, they're confused when I pronounced Ocarina. So here's the true story. I always pronounced it Ocarina. Until I met someone from Nintendo. And they kept saying Ocarina of Time. And I was like, huh? And they're like, that's actually how you say Ocarina. It's pronounced that way. And I was like, oh. Okay, well, I'll call it Ocarina. Cool. And I just started pronouncing it that way because Nintendo told me that's how you pronounce it. Link the source? No, like it was like in person. The source is me telling you. I mean... I don't think it's... I'm not saying that's the official way. Just why I say it that way. No, this was way before. This was like in... I don't remember when this was. I don't remember when this was actually anymore. I don't remember a lot of stuff anymore. Probably gotten way more things I'd like to imagine. Alright, you ready? Here we go. Next one. Oh, wait, let me copy this. Alright, here we go. The next one, you got 1 minute for Oracle of Ages. Go. 30 seconds. All right, time is up, and with 56% of the vote, Oracle of Ages is a bay. And right on the heels of that, you got 1 minute for Oracle of Seasons. See, there it is. Pokemon Red and Blue. Alright. 20 seconds left. And time. With 44% of the vote, Oracle Seasons is also a B. Next up, Phantom Hourglass. 1 minute. Current list spells an F. Pay your respects now. All right, 10 seconds. This is close, chat. Very close. All right, with 42% of the vote, Phantom Hourglass is a C. Next up, you got 1 hour for 1 minute for Skyward Sword. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. I'll restart the timer. There you go, 1 minute. Skyward Sword. These results are very balanced. I like this. Hmm. Ten seconds. with 38% of the vote, Skyward Sword is a B. All right, next up, you have 1 minute for Spirit Tracks. Excuse me. Thirty seconds. And with 41% of the vote, Spirit Tracks is a C. Next up, you got 1 minute for the Minish Cap. Excuse me. F is for CDI. You need an F option? I don't know. I don't think anything goes below 4 swords. 4 swords is pretty low. Alright, we got 3, 2, 1. With 38% of the vote, the Minish Cap is a B. Alright, chat. I'm going to throw you a curveball. What the? That was a curveball to me, actually. You got 1 minute for The Adventure of Link. Please read. You got 30 seconds, and it's very close. And I'm also very disappointed in you all. Ten seconds. With 36% of the vote, The Adventure of Link is a C. Two down, two left. You have 1 minute for Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess. This is so good watching your reactions. This is also very balanced distribution. No, actually, never mind. For some reason, they put D at the top on my viewing. All right, got I'll give you a 10-second warning. All right, you got 10 seconds, chat. With 49% of the vote, Twilight Princess is an A. All right, chat. The final one. The grand finale. The final one, chat. The Wind Waker. Go. You're so angry, chat. Oh, the reactions in chat. This is, just so you know, this is what would happen if we let chat do a Hall of Greats. Can you imagine if we let you all vote the Hall of Greats? How chaotic it would be? It would be so much rioting. Alright, I hate to do this, but we got 10 seconds left. And that's it. With 58% of the vote, the Wind Waker is an A. Which brings us to our final roster. Look at that. In the last place in the D tier, Four Swords, the sole D tier game. In the C tier, you voted Four Swords Adventures, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, and The Adventure of Link. In the B tier, tied for the most entries, the original Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, Skyward Sword, and The Minish Cap. In the A tier, you voted A Link Between Worlds, Twilight Princess, and The Wind Waker. And in the S tier, you voted A Link to the Past, Breath of the Wild, Link's Awakening, Majora's Mask, and Ocarina of Time. So there it is. We have finalized the GameFAQs mid-2000s ranking tier. We finalized my personal ranking tier. And now we finished. We did the definitive edition tier of the rankings. We did 4. And the final 4th one we just did is I let you all vote. The Bossman tier, you want a final Bossman tier real quick? Everyone got your screenshots of this? You got it? I will do your Bossman tier. Not enough spaces here for this. There you go. That's the Cal Bossman tier. I actually don't know. I'm just trolling. I have no idea. I wish Kyle was in chat to tell me where to put these so I could see. Oh, so Kyle said Breath of the Wild is the easiest 10 ever? Okay, there we go. Be sure to ask Kyle to do this at the beginning of his stream tonight. Ask him to make his tier list. Oh, you're right. Very good point, everyone. I mean, you know what this looks like, right? This looks like someone extending the middle finger. The thumb with a thumb out version. It doesn't. Alright. That's gonna be it. See, I told you it was gonna take a long time. How long? What was the uptime on that? Moobot? What, about 3 hours? 3 hours to do this. Told you it was gonna take a long time. You didn't believe me. I told you it would. Give me a sec, chat. Is there any joke one you want me to do real quick before we end the stream? That's not Zelda, like a category. Like of something. Fast food. Ooh, fast food one's pretty good. Final Fantasy 14 class tier list. The Raising King. Do they just have fast food on here? Can I just do that? Oh, they do. Oh my. Look at this list. Yo. Look at this list. This is the real game right here. This is the real end game, chat. Where have I been? What? Holy shit. What's up? Wait, where's Raising Cane's? There it is. Okay. No, like, hang on. That's not personal favorite. This is... Ultra Instinct. Raising Cane's. There we go. Alright, this should be pretty easy. I'm going to keep moving them around as I figure it out. So I put Burger King pretty low. Question, I have to put this in bigot tier. Otherwise, this would be much higher. Why is Five Guys and Hardee's... Oh, that's not together. It looked like Five Guys and Hardee's were together. Alright. Overrated. Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are the same thing, right? I'm just going to start putting things how I like them. Okay. Jack in the Box, like here. Arby's, like, hang on. Let me just start throwing some stuff here. Like, McDonald's is, like, above Burger King. Quiznos doesn't even exist anymore, but I liked it. I actually liked Quiznos. Here, let me put stuff I like. I like Chipotle, Whataburger, and In-N-Out go together because it's the only possible way they can exist together. Why do I have, like, these weird places? I don't care about Cinnabon. Taco Bell's pretty bad. Subway's pretty bad. Where's Jersey Mike's? Jimmy John's sucks, too. I hate Jimmy John's. I don't know somebody... Sonic? guess up here. I don't know. This would be a good list. There's some of these places I don't eat at. Is there like a different version of this? No, I don't know about Panda. Like Panda is probably like down here. El Pollo Loco sucks. What is this? What is this? I don't even know what this logo is. What is that? This looks like a snowboard. What is that? It's like a snowboarding down a hill? What is this? This blue one. What is this? How do I mouse over it? Will it tell me what it is? What's two mountains? What? What is that shit? I don't know some of these, man. Wendy's is in this tier. I don't care about Cinnabon. Cinnabon's whatever. Witch sucks. Witch is bad. I hate that place. Jersey Mike's. There we go. Found Jersey Mike's. We're saved. Popeyes is Popeyes definitely goes here. I actually like KFC more than Popeyes. Sorry everyone. I never really had Long John's. Steak and Shake. I've never had White Castle. I've never had Zaxby's. Panera sucks. Panera's overpriced. It's not bad tasting, it's just overpriced. So I'm putting it down here for being overpriced BS. I don't think I've had any of these other places enough to really say. Like Dunkin' Donuts is just like sweets and shit. Why am I rating sweets places? Like Krispy Kreme donuts? I don't want to rank that. I don't really... Steak and Shake is, I think, pretty good, right? I think I've had it once. I don't know these other ones. A&W I had once in my life. I can't remember. Checkers I had once in my life. I can't remember it. I don't think I've ever had Annie Ann's pretzels. Boston Market. You know what? I can't judge it because I only went to it once when I was a little kid and it sucked. But like that was because I was in a bad mood. Dairy Queen is not very good. But it's probably in this mid tier. It's probably not as bad as these. These are pretty bad. I don't know about fast food seafood. Long John Silver scares me. I think I may have had it once in my life. I've never had White Castle and I've never had Zaxby's. So these other ones I'm striking from the record. I don't know enough about the falling in the bottom to say thing one way or another. So I'm going to leave these out. Yeah, where's Fat Burger? What is this list? Where's what's it called? There's so many places that are on this. Where's Yoshinaka? Or not Yoshinaka, Yoshinori. Yoshinoya. Jeez. Where's Yoshinoya? Where the hell is that? Where's Del Taco? What is... Okay, let's start fixing this up. Alright. Jersey Mike's is up here. Okay. Quiznos... Chipotle are like down here. Chipotle's down here. Alright. KFC is not the same tier as that. Alright. Alright, we gotta start moving some things down. Alright, nope. You all come down here. All of you come down here. Don't, like... Where's Pickup Sticks? Yo, Pickup Sticks is way better than Panda Express. Yeah, Panda's pretty overrated. Yeah, where's... Oh, yeah, I mean... okay, so McDonald's... Alright. These just taste bad. Subway tastes bad. I hate Taco Bell. Taco Bell is so gross. I'd probably move Panera up. It's overpriced, but it's better. Sonic's pretty... Arby's is... Yeah, Arby's is better. Jack in the Box used to, but it sucks now. I think it's pretty right. You know what? No, I just don't like Popeyes out here. I'm sorry. Maybe we got bad Popeyes on the West Coast, but I don't like Popeyes out here. It doesn't taste good. The Southern flavor KFC stuff, the Smoky Mountain Barbecue, and the Nashville Hot KFC blow away anything I've had at any Popeyes in California. It's not even close. Like, Nashville Hot KFC is freaking fantastic. Base KFC I don't like, but like their Nashville Hot flavor is freaking amazing. McDonald's fries suck nowadays. What are you talking about? Five Guys is overpriced, so I'll bring it down one. This just kind of, I'm so disappointed. There's not enough. There's not enough here. Do we have? You know what? Let's go back. Hang on. Let's go back. Do they have like food? There's like restaurants, like res. No, not fast food restaurant. Do you not have regular restaurant? UK. You want me to dare to try and rank UK? 50 fast food restaurants. American casual dining. Why is there not? Wait, would that say fast food tier list California edition? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I can do this. Here we go. All right, where's Raising Cane's? Where'd Raising Cane's go? Raising Cane's is in California, assholes. Where is it? Okay, so apparently I can't see it right now. All right. So I'll put... Let me start with what I know is high. Okay, so this goes right below it. Donald's is FY. Dairy Queen's definitely above this. What is this? What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Papa John's goes down here because they're also trash. Taco Bell. Yeah, they also don't have Chick-fil-A in this list to troll either. Right, Little Caesars is better than that. Subway is pretty bad. Little Caesars goes here. Wingstop's a little better. Good enough. Basic. I don't like Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's kind of sucks. I've never had Farmer Boy, but I hear it's good, so I'll trust people on that. Wendy's is much better. Burger King sucks. Get up here. Yo, is this... Where's Pickup Sticks? This one sucks, too. You know what? I don't even want to do this one. This one sucks, too. This is trash. I don't like this. Where's normal, like, restaurant ranking? Like, do they have, like, sit-down restaurant? No, they... Sit-down restaurants. Here we go. Here we go! The troll time! Here we go. Eat at home. 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 P.F. Chang's good. Eat at home. What is... I don't know what that is. I don't know. Cheesecake Factory's good, but it's super expensive. I can't even see that. Presentation mode. Maybe that'll help. No, that didn't help at all. I don't know what the hell this other shit is. What is this other shit? Olive Garden sucks. Chili's is pretty bad. Pretty much is just like the... Oh, is this Red Robin? Okay, Red Robin's pretty good. I'll give Red Robin some thing. What is this one? This is trash. This is trash. Here's the eat at home tier right here. Look at all this. P.F. Chang's is pretty... It's good, but expensive. Same with Cheesecake Factory. They're like... If they were cheaper, they would be in upper. Red Robin's is like pretty good because they have so many variety of burgers and sandwiches. I'll give them that. They're probably here, actually. I'm overhyping it. They're probably here. I don't know about... I've never really had Red Lobster. I don't know what this one here is. And I've never eaten at a Ruby Tuesday or whatever the hell this other thing is. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Damn, do they not have like a fancy, like a... Ooh, do they have a... food? Where was that 50 fast food one? 50 fast... Yeah, what's this? What is this shit? Oh, boy. Oh, they have a never had it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I like this. Okay. Let's just start putting things down and going higher or lower. I like Arby's more than Jack in the Box. Churches, I like more than Popeyes. Okay, Raising Cane's, get your ass up here. Del Taco. Okay, here we go. B tier. Never had it. I'm going to put... I've had Krispy Kreme, but I don't want to rate dessert places. So I'm going to put that there just by default. Sonic... I'll put here. Papa John's goes in F along with... Okay, let's keep going. I've never had Noodles Company. Smashburger was okay. Panda Express goes here. Popeyes goes here. Little Caesars goes here. I've never had a long. I'm gonna put that there. Jimmy John's is pretty bad. Wendy's probably goes here. Five Guys goes here. Firehouse Subs is actually pretty good. What the Papa Murphy's is your make your own? But this shouldn't count. This is like you buy it pre-made, but you gotta cook it. That's not really fast food. You gotta take. It's like buying from a grocery store. Come on, what? This doesn't count. Papa Murphy's doesn't count. Also, the one time I had it, it sucked. Carl's is below that. Probably put Dairy Queen here. Whataburger probably goes up here. I've never had this, chat. I've never had Portillo's. Never had Golden Flame. Buffalo Wild Wings sucks. Burger King sucks. Chipotle is... I like Chipotle. Domino's can go here. I've never had what the hell this is. I don't remember that enough. Subway sucks. Not doing Cinnabon. McDonald's sucks. Fat Burger. I'm not like Ian. Unfortunately, I think Fat Burger is overrated. I don't know Fat Sully's. I like In-N-Out more than Fat Burger. Jersey Mike's is so good. KFC, I like KFC. KFC probably goes in this list, though. Wingstop, kind of not that great. PF Chang's? Huber, what is this? Come on. Pizza Hut's pretty bad. Where did I put Domino's? Pizza Hut is, like, low. What is this? I don't know what that is. Chick-fil-A has to go here because they have bad policy. If Chick-fil-A was not assholes, they would be up here. But they got to go down here. Which sucks. Taco Bell sucks. Was pretty good. I don't know what the hell that is. Love Starbucks. Apparently this is God tier. I've just never been able to eat there. So I've never had it. But I mean, apparently it's up here. So there you go. Let me start kind of fixing this. I put Five Guys up here. Probably move Firehouse Subs down here. Anything else I want to... Probably move Del Taco down one. Probably put... yeah... No, that's what Wendy's up. Move Arby's down. Chipotle go up here. Yeah, this is looking better. There we go. I might even put Chipotle up here, honestly. No. I mean, we're... Okay. I'm grading this by fast food standards. Not by how good of, like, Mexican food it is. Because there's way better Mexican food in Chipotle. So, I'm grading it on fast food tier stuff. So, please be gentle. No, I don't like Pizza Hut. I hate Pizza Hut. I like Domino's more than Pizza Hut. But I mean, moving Domino's down because I actually don't like either of them. The best fast food pizza is this. Yo, you ready for this? The best fast food pizza is this. Don't at me. Don't at me. Please don't at me. It's way better than Domino's or Pizza Hut. Way better. And it's mole. It's mole food. It's way better. Now I'm checking my messages real quick. Let's make sure I'm not getting yelled at by anyone. Game of Thrones showrunners disappointed with how quality of fans has dropped off over past seasons. Onion. That's pretty good. Oh, that made me laugh. That's a good headline. Thank you for for that. Anyway, sorry. Let's get back to this. Man, I don't know. I can't. Chat, is there anything? I feel like there's an obvious one that we can do real quick. I'm just forgetting. Here's some featured ones. Ooh, here we go. What we got? Oh God, anime. Dragon Ball 100 characters. What? Oh. Look at that. They got Pokemon. Sorry, Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's horrible. They got JoJo, chat. They do have JoJo. Oh, jeez. Where are like movie ones or something? Cartoon ones. Pixar. Oh dear. Why is there Disney waifus? That seems bad. The ultimate adult cartoons list. What is this? Cartoon live action? This is a little bit after my time. This has like 2000 stuff. I'm not as familiar with it. Best cartoons. Oh, I haven't seen all of these. Damn. Wait, where's the obvious, like, best one? Where's the answer? It's not here. Well, number one's not here, so that's bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm gonna back out of this. Ooh, we can do Resident Evil games. What is this? How many do they have on this? Oh, shit, son. Yes. You do this real quick. Alright, what is this? That the Dark Side Chronicles? Shit. Remake. RE2 remake. I don't know enough about Gaiden Outbreak. No. Umbrella Chronicles. Hated it. Revelations 2 is pretty good. Man, some of these I actually haven't played, man. Umbrella Corps was trash, right? Nemesis is somewhere here. I haven't finished it. RE6 is bad. Put this, like, here. I don't like Code Veronica, but it's better than this shit. I forget which one's the better one of Revelation in Revelation 2. I feel like 2 is the better one, right? I didn't play OG Resident Evil. RE2 OG is up there. RE4 is up here. RE5 I'd put RE5 here. Mercenaries is trash. 3D. Resident Evil 0 is pretty bad. I can't rate these other ones. I haven't played these, so I can't. Yeah, 5 is only A-tier co-op. If it's single player, then it's here. Yeah. I can't rank these other ones. Actually, Outbreak I need to bring down here too. I actually haven't played Outbreak. I got that wrong. Umbrella Corps is the shit one. Oh, yeah, that's an easy one, chat. Real quick. Sorry, I got like 7 minutes. Tier list. Here. I can do this. Oh, come on. Is there like one that's like less of the bullshit games? This one like less games. Okay, this is a little bit better. Alright. Alright, it's 5 shit. A. Acid. Is Acid 2 or 1? Where's Acid 2? I can't tell which is which. It's one. I'll put them together, so they'll go in C, I guess. Around zeros. VR missions is really awesome. It's S tier. S tier. Give me a sec. Campaign, Ryan Vengeance. Like we're solid. Metal Gear. Don't like the original. Solid Snake is fantastic. Or Solid 4. Portable Ops is Where's Peace Walker? Peace Walker is up here. I never played Touch. Is this Snake's Revenge? Yeah, Snake's Revenge sucks. There we go. Let me see if I want to tweak this at all. Yeah, I think that might be my list. The tiers for Metal Gear. I never played Touch, so I can't do that one. There's no where is it? Never mind. 5 is higher than Peace Walker for sure. I don't know about that. I might disagree with that. Oh, oh wait. Why are they so out of order, assholes? Now they try. Fuck the after years. Revenant Wings? You're really gonna put Revenant Wings on here? I might want to adjust some of these. Hang on. There we go. I think that's. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. 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 Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I don't think I like. the troll is, I've played 9 out of order, and it really screws with my perception of this game. I played the entire game, but not in order. Oh, and when I did it that way, I didn't think it was that great. But obviously, that was because it was out of order. But everyone praises this game, so I feel like I give it a bump because of everyone else in the world saying it's good. Like, I like 1 and 2, but obviously, like, they're older. You know how I feel about 11. Like, I respect 11, but, like, in 2019, F that game. But it's, like, cool for its time. 5 is cool. 13-2 is cool. 3 is pretty cool. I do not like 15. 13 was a train wreck. Remnant Wings is, like, okay, but it's pointless and needless, and it's an RTS. It's a strategy game and not a traditional, so I don't know why this is on this list. This is not a mainline game. This should go in the trash. This should be deleted. Like, why isn't Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on here as well, then, you know? After Years is legitimately the worst Final Fantasy mainline thing to exist. Like, this needs to be deleted. This is fan fiction. It is actually, and Lightning Returns, I played 1 hour of it, and I, like, cried. I played 1 hour of Lightning Returns and gave up. I was like, I'm so done with this series, 13. I cannot play 13 anymore. I'm so done with this story. I hate it. Yeah, like, why isn't Crisis Core on here if they're going to put this? Like, screw this shit. This shouldn't be on here. They're dumb. This is my list. This is how I feel about them. Alright. Any last one? Like, this is the last one. Gotta get off so Kyle can start. No. Where's, like, Avatar here? No. Is it just literally them? It really just... Oh, here we go. Alright, baby. Here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, this is so hard. I don't know if I have enough time for this list. This is going to take a long time. This is going to take way too long. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so that's like default right there. That like Zuko goes right up to the top, baby. You have to have Zuko at the top. I will not hear anything else about that. Jeez. Really good character. Didn't get enough screen time. Need more screen time, but such a good character. Man, can I just start putting like everyone like? There's gonna be like no low tier characters here. There's gonna be like the greatest, like highest tier list ever. Fuck! Where's the highest tier? Where's the highest tier? I need like legendary tier up here. Come on, Iroh. Come on. Oh, you're not good. You're a sexist asshole. You changed, but like you're pretty mean to Katara. Juan's cool, but it's the story that's cool, not so much Juan that's cool, I would say. Boomy is so good. I don't want to put him up. I'm so upset right now. Oh. Well, the thing is, he changes. He changes, repents, acknowledges Katara as a gifted person, and ends up being like a relative. And like, you know, as a relative, you should like, you know, love your relatives, you know, despite, you know, anything you might hate about them, I guess. I don't know. Oh, he came around basically. He basically changed for the better. So I give him, he had redemption. This is the Northern Water Tribe Waterbender Master. I forget their name, who taught Katara and Aang. Yo, get out of here. Oh, no, that's Korra's father. Sorry. I thought that was, what's his face? He's a villain. He's not on this list. Okay. Thought it was, yeah, I got it wrong. Good arc here. Not a lot of screen time. Help teach Sokka. Katara. Good stuff. Jinora. Good. Good. Love the complex character right here. Oh, forget his name. The Fire Master who tries to teach. Is part of the resistance. Helps Aang. Originally supposed to teach Aang firebending. We're not gonna have enough space up here. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry to do this to you, Mako. So sorry. Bolin, better character. Hey. Past live avatars, it's like Kyoshi, it's like okay. Like they're just there. I don't know. You're no. Probably put you in B tier. Oh, you're gonna get so angry at me. You get so angry at me when you see this final list. You get mad when I do this. I put them both in A, actually. Appa's an A. Appa's an A. I love Appa, but Appa's not. Like, these are hands. I mean, I might even move Toph down. Like, hands down, the two best. Their relationship, this whole thing, with Zuko and Iroh, nothing is better than that storyline. Like, that is the best thing in Avatar. Like, absolutely the best storyline is right here. This is the best. And then throw in, like, Azula in here. I mean, she's not a good character, but, like, this, like that shit in Fire Lord Ozai. Like, that storyline, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, I put Toph up here. Like, sorry, I moved Toph down just for a second, just to show like if I had to rank these, they're I feel like this is I don't know if I'd move. Where did I put Ikki? Hey, hey, move you down. There you go down there. Sorry, Grandpa. There we go. Boomy! Rest in peace, Grandpa. The youngest kid, you think they should be C? Really? Yeah, where's Lion Turtle? Alright, I gotta end. It's time to end. Sorry. This is not final. I need more time. Like, this would be like my rough draft. This would be like what I'd start trimming and stuff to get this. Um, yeah, like Roku probably is. I don't know. Like I like everything I've heard about Kyoshi, but the on-screen presence is just their on-screen stuff is not a lot. So it's kind of like I'd rather just be like don't rank them. I don't know. Like they don't get like fair screen time to really develop their character. But yeah, yeah, a lot of red ink. Yeah. All right, that's gonna do it. I'm done here. Kyle Bossman coming up. Remember, ask Kyle. Please ask Kyle to rank the Zelda stuff. I want to see his tier list. I want to see his tier list. I want to know. Help me get. He probably won't do it, but maybe he will. All right, that's really gonna do it for me. Thank you all for watching. I wanted to do something fun and different for a stream. I wanted to do something that wasn't just playing a game, and had more participation, reaction stuff. Like this was like fun. I actually like doing this. I kind of like, man. What I know, produced top tens are awesome, but yo, having us sit around with this thing and doing this might actually be a funny stream. Like help us settle like ranking or something. Yeah, like we did this as a group stream night. This would be kind of amazing, I think. Yeah. All right. See y'all later.